Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Knowles Tarot, and welcome to your reading. Today we're going to be doing a your success. Well, I should say your path to success spread. Um, I was inspired by one of the readers I enjoy. She does this spread. I'll go ahead and link her below if I can remember to do that. It's the Awakening to Spirit Tarot. I watched her for a really long time. She does this spread, and it's one of my favorite spreads because I mean, before I just like the word success, but for any new visitors or just anyone who's curious, I will timestamp when the reading begins, just in case I dole on about this too long. But she that was one of my favorite spreads to watch or to just hear from her, because I like success, of course. Y'all, if you're returning, you know that. But when I heard the spread fully spoken out, it talked a bit more about like the obstacles and how to work through that. So it talked about the work, and we talk about that a bit on this channel, mixing like how to attract the opposite energy by being in the opposite energy. Like if you want success, maybe accept the failure that you're in, release to the process, and then just work through that. Things like that. I don't know. I don't know. If you were hungry, you wouldn't pretend that you were full. That wouldn't help. That's a random example, but anyways, let me go ahead and tell you the cards for the spread. It's going to be a 6-card spread. We got 6 cards. Find the right page. Okay, the first card, oh my god, I would memorize this, but since I wrote it down in this book, I felt too lazy to memorize it. But it's going to be, the first card is, make sure the battery's okay. First card is overall energy. And I just saw 150 on the clock, and it always reminds me of like victory because it sounds like a 6 or like a 6 of wands energy to me for some reason. Oh yeah, first card is overall energy. The second card is the obstacle that you are facing. So my bad, let me say that slowly. The first card is the overall energy just of you in general. The second card is the obstacle that you're facing, so an obstacle that you might be facing right now. The third card is how it shows up in your life, so how the obstacle shows up in your life. Like the thing, and then what it's showing up as. That might be hard to distinguish, but we'll see. The fourth card is any hidden factors that you're unaware of. The fifth card says what can help you grow through this. So what is it that can help you grow through this obstacle, out of this obstacle? And if the grow card comes out of the Prism Oracle, which by the way we're doing this reading with the Prism Oracle, and interesting. Got consciousness at the bottom. We talked about growth, but this is like the opposite of growth. We'll see what that's about. We'll also be clarifying with the Light Seers Tarot, which, wow, the Chariot just came underneath the deck. The Light Seers Tarot. The Chariot just came underneath, and for the collective reading, at least, I think since you'll be seeing this on the 20th, I don't know what day this is. This is Friday though. If you're seeing this today, Saturday, sorry. The collective weekly reading will be on Sunday, so you don't know what I'm talking about yet. But at the same time, it don't matter because you'll probably see this in a timeless way. So like, honestly, time is so interesting, Anyways, fifth card is what can help you grow through it. The sixth card will be the major success that comes from this. She doesn't have the major success part in her spread, but she doesn't need it. She reads the energies, like she's great at it. So, but I just wanted to write that down because it helps me like clarify. Maybe I'm simpler than her. Maybe I'm dumber than her. Probably, most likely. No, I'm kidding. I'm being facetious. Anyways, I'm gonna have to have this book open so I can see what the freaking spread is. Yeah, where do I keep it here? Yeah, I'll keep it here. But yeah, let me go ahead and pull out the cards for you to see if there's anything else I'm missing. I just want to thank everyone for being here so much. I appreciate the support, and I hope that I can give it back to you in return. Any new visitors, thank you for coming. Any returning visitors, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Hey. Why am I seeing horses? You guys always have some interesting energy. It's fun. But yeah, thank everyone for being here. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into the reading. So this is just like the path to your success. moving through the obstacles and how we can see if we can get you some clarity on how to move through it. With consciousness at the bottom, it seems like I don't remember what that means, but it's a white card. So maybe being still, because white in this deck is an energy of being still, which is just interesting. Because black, the opposite of it, is about moving slowly. So it's not black, and in black and darkness, you're not still. You still move, but you just move slowly. But in the white energy, you're supposed to be still, which is interesting because you're able to see now. So I don't know, it's that give and take, that balance. It's like, okay, now that you can see, now it's about like putting in like the work that you're able to do while sitting down, while like like while you're at a desk, like like if it's the nighttime, you can't like write a paper like on paper in the dark, but if it's like during the day, you can sit down and write it. Something like that, where it's a give and take. But consciousness and that white energy is like maybe just releasing, it's like, I don't know why it's giving put yourself in someone else's shoes, but also at the same time, it's like put yourself in someone else's seat too with that sitting energy. I don't know. We'll go ahead. The spread is going to tell you what the overall energy is, so let me just shut up and let them do that. So collective, this is your path to success. Let's see here. Alright, first card. I'm going to pull the whole spread for the overall energy. Okay, yeah, because it came through. It almost flipped back, but peace. So maybe some peace almost jumping back to not peace, but for some reason you saved it. I'll stop at the bottom. For any returning visitors, that's Spirit's way of telling me to cut out my grandfather's energy and pull out all the cards and shut up. Grandfather's long-winded energy. I love him though. Obstacle you're facing. What the hell? Strength. And obstacle was strength. I don't even know how to. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess weakness. Then I guess feeling weak or whatnot. How this obstacle shows up in your life? How does this obstacle show up in your life? Comfort. Prison oracles. Interesting. Get the Light Seer's Tarot out of the way. Peace, strength, and comfort. Well, I guess that kind of makes sense. And literally the spread so far is just white, red, and pink, and white and red together is what would make pink, technically. I guess plus a little bit of purple, the way this card looks. So now I guess there's even like a missing color, so there's a missing piece to whatever that's going through with this path to success. Okay, so any hidden factors that you're unaware of, that you're not seeing, that you're and I did not see this, I promise you. I don't know if it's a purple card, but when I think of something that you're unaware of, and I think of how we talked about, like, this is like red and white, plus like, but do you see the like undertone of purple in that, in a sense? It's like it's given like almost like pink bluish, it's almost like Pepto-Bismol, that type of shade of pink, if you know what I'm saying. What is a better way of saying that? Like is fuchsia correct? Because fuchsia's hot pink. And then like magenta is like a darker pink, but this is more like a lighter blue pink. I don't know how to, like bubblegum, like, I can't think of a good word. It's pissing me off anyways. But yeah, if there's that dash of purple, it's like coming from the other end of the cycle, not the start, not the red. And I won't take too long, I'm sorry, but this is showing up because purple, let's see, it's not purple. See, Spirit laughs at me, but it's pink again. That sweetness. So it's funny, the obstacle, how it shows up in your life is comfort, the pink, and the hidden factor you're unaware of is also pink. Could I say they're rose colored? Or yeah, because roses are usually either red or pink. So could I say there's like a rose colored glasses sort of situation going on? I don't know. But there's a lot of red and pink, so you're in a very I don't know what I call that. Let me go ahead and pull the rest of the spread. Both of those pinks are still pretty purpley too, so it just feels like maybe, I don't know, something about that purple energy. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to talk about, is the purple energy is important here. The fifth card is what can help you grow. So what can help the collective grow through this? It's not a joke. And wasn't this the card that I just showed you underneath the deck? Energy and ideas. This is a pink card in the deck technically. And I'm gonna let it rock because it matches the energy, but usually I'd be like, what the fuck? This is not red. Or is it orange? Don't get me wrong. Spirit, don't. Who am I hearing? Don't play with my heart. I can't tell who that is, but ideation, energy. Okay, so energy's orange. I was incorrect. What's new? Okay, so let me see. Okay. What the fuck? Okay, ideation is pink. Okay, so I was wrong about one thing and still right about the other. Whatever. Let's move forward. Energy is it still looks pretty similar, all this energy. So, what can help you grow though? That's cool, because what can help you grow is a totally different color than everything that you're dealing with. Totally different vibe. It actually moves forward instead of being stuck in that red, white, pink, like white, that sort of light, red, that sort of light, pink, stuck at the end in the beginning, right? Almost, and then like this orange like kicks you into like where your path is. And so the last card, the sixth card, what it is the major success that comes from this path. What's the major success that comes from this path? And now that's weird, Spirit, but go ahead. And the color stays the same. This is orange, but you know what I mean? It's like the shades are still pretty similar, matching the vibe of this energy. And then we got strength, which strength and energy come right on top of each other. And oh my god, this spread is literally, I'm gonna have to take a picture. I can't pull my phone up because it'll mess with the mic, and the mic going through something right now. Or my phone is actually. But happiness, and then you got ghost, which is another white card. So you can't see the spread quite yet, but if you look at the community post or wherever I can try to post it, I'm gonna try to find a good place. If you look at the picture, you'll see that the red cards come right down the middle, because it's a 6-card spread. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 on top, 3 on the bottom. 2 and 4, I guess. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 2 and 5. The ones down the middle, basically, are both reddish, oranges, the same tint. But then coming diagonally, you got pink coming like crossing, and then you got white crossing. So it's really quite perfect, which is crazy. So this success could seem not quite crazy, but just maybe like you didn't expect this kind of success, but it also seems quite perfect at the same time. That seems like happiness. You see how they didn't expect it with the eyes closed, but it's perfect with that smile. That definitely seems like it, but I just don't know why. And look at what's at the top of the deck. Purple with faith. I don't know why, but there is still the element of faith. Put in the work, and even the happiness has that faith energy of not seeing, not using that sight. So it's really funny. That's wild. That's wild. Wild choice, Yvonne. From my favorite freaking album. Which is funny. Favorite freaking album is Blue Neighborhood. And I didn't realize how much blue energy we've been talking about recently and how it correlated. Anyways. Which Gemini energy. I forgot to mention that in another reading. I was like, what is this? What's the other reason why I was thinking of Gemini energy? And it was because Blue Neighborhood. Troye Sivan's a Gemini. So, and that's 6 with the lovers choices. Anyways, let me go ahead and look at this spread for y'all. First card, overall energy is peace. So that feels nice. Like you're feeling peaceful. You're feeling, if the white card's about being still because there's light, it's like there's peace because now you can see things. Well, I'd say now you can see things, but even like the bird has his eyes closed. So, I mean, maybe you can see, like you can still see, like you're able to see, what's going on around you, but at the same time, it's like, right, lovers, Gemini, you're making the choice still to keep the eyes closed, still to be at peace, still to take flight, and I don't know what they're carrying right there in the mouth with the leaves right there, but it seems like they're, obviously taking it somewhere, and they're not doing it just for fun. They're doing it for, why am I saying because animals don't know about fun? They do. They know about fun when they get mixed with like good humans, right? But when they're just like natural animals, they're more so like hunting and gathering, feeding, surviving in that sense. So you could be doing that as well, but at the same time, this for some reason now it's a little bit more peaceful, and you're still taking flight. You're still moving forward with plans. It almost feels like too, but also at the same time moving forward with hard work. Like it feels like a balance of both. And the way this reading looks, what the freak? And if I were to say the shape that it makes, like if I were like, cause like it's not, it could be an imaginary shape, whatever, whatnot. But if I literally drew lines, like if I took a picture of this on iPhone, if you have iPhone or whatever Android, the Android version of it is, I'm just not knowledgeable. I'm not trying to make fun of you, I'm just not knowledgeable of it. But whatever the markup version is, you go in there, you take a pen, take that little pen tool, and you draw lines so that you can like physically see it. It makes like a, what would you call it, like an asterisk? Because it's like I'm drawing a line from white to white, from pink to pink, and then a line down. So it's literally like what an asterisk is, which I can't remember all of what an asterisk means, but I know it's to highlight things sometimes. It's a symbol to highlight things. Um, it also censors words when you like are cursing. I don't know what that energy is for, but that's why. But there is peace. Obstacle that you are facing is strength, though. And I'm still trying, because I know that the way, for me, I know the way that red and orange and yellow, I know how the rainbow works, but I'm still trying to figure out where white and black come in that sense, because there's just like a lot of dualistic energy with that. Um, but so I can't tell if you're like within the red coming from the white, or if you're coming from a black energy. But what I can say is with strength, how that's an obstacle you're facing, maybe just feeling weak, like I said earlier, or the way that the strength card like takes the form of like a pillar. I don't know if you know the process of like the concrete. And I don't want to speak too long on all this. I'll keep moving forward, but the process of like building a concrete pillar, it's like the concrete is poured into the mold, and then it takes the form of that, and then it solidifies. So it's like possibly the obstacle you're facing is like solidifying a process, or like solidifying yourself in a process, taking a certain form that you want, because S is all about the letter S in strength is again is about 19, the sun. That's about initiation, taking action, healing, energy, that sort of thing. So maybe it's just like not having the energy to take action, um, to not to take form, take flight. You sound like a transform, or you sound like a Power Ranger now. But I guess I would say with the red energy of strength, it's like the obstacle you're facing is being able, you're facing. It's like you're having a hard time seeing, because red is like that new light, and if I were to wonder why you're having a hard time seeing this new light, it's because of all these dots, of all the journey, of all like the obstacles, all the things that you've experienced along your path. These dots. Um, um, the very first, and it's not the best example. I'll come with a better one day. But the best example I see is like a painter who literally, because that's like a journey, is what I'm kind of explaining these dots to be. It's like what you've gone through, what you've experienced, people, places, things, and it's just like if a painter were like splattering like a canvas. It's like what am I getting from that? Uh, uh, Something about it. Something about it. Okay, I don't know what the last thought I was. It just moved along. Freaking Pisces Mercury had myself. But now I'm seeing the way that this is not touched by any of the dots. And if I were to think about how that works in art, you have to like cover this in something, tape, plastic, whatever it is. You just has to cover it. And then you could put paint splatter. So then when you remove that, it doesn't affect what's underneath it. So maybe the obstacle as well is like, protecting yourself as well, protecting yourself from this journey, trying to stay strong through it. And those paint splatters, like try not to like be like, try not to, okay, right, because in the paint splatters are not like your colors, they're the colors of what, it's like spirits painting something, and you want, how do I say that? It's like not even spirit, but like just the world, the experience you have, life, the journey, fate, things we don't have control over, stuff like that. It's imagine if that took the form of a human being and it was painting. Now it's just like splattering all over that wall, and it's like you're trying to keep your own form. I would say it's a very long way to say you're trying to keep your own form instead of being shaped by the journey. Do you know I could have just said that from the start. But I hope that makes sense. Anyways, the how it shows up in your life is comfort. That's a little bit more interesting. And it's not a ready pink where it's like moving on. So I'm trying to figure out how these colors land. But I guess I'm not looking at the color right now. I'm more so looking at the flowers that it's produced. So the growth that's come from it. It's like, you see how these flowers have taken the form of this experience? I usually see the comfort as a good card, and it is. But it's not supposed to. It's not the purpose of the comfort card right now to tell you about comfort, because you have peace to like definitely say that for sure. But it's like with the comfort card, it's more so trying to paint us a picture, which is funny because strength did the same thing. Comfort, which says the how it shows up in your life, it's almost like what grows from it. It takes. You see how these take the form? It's like the dots aren't on the outside anymore. They're literally what's growing out of the plant. The whatever could have splattered you and affected you, it like literally, like if like GMO, like the way they change plants sometimes, like it literally changed the DNA of this plant to then reflect the journey that it's been through. And it's okay if that's happened, if you've reflected the journey. That's sometimes that's only natural. It's like if you walk through a forest, are you going to smell like the ocean? And I say stupid things sometimes, and I know it probably comes off like really like matter of factly. I don't know how to say that, but it's more so like I'm even like astonished by the thought of it at the same time. So it's more so passion than anything. Sorry about that, but it's like, yeah, if you go swimming, you're not going to like smell like a campfire. It's like almost like you went through, and it's like you went through the journey. There's nothing to be blamed, nothing to be judged. It's like it's like I don't know. It's like the way that it is on that standpoint. But just how it shows up in your life is it's just like it shapes you. But it's okay because even now it's changing form. These look like seeds, and when these seeds fall off and plant to the ground, it's like then you still have more. It's like you still have more to grow. There's still more to go. Like you've had a long journey in a sense, but there's still more to go in a good way. In a good way. It's like almost like even like entering like the next book in your life. Not even chapter, but like book. Maybe for some people it's a chapter, maybe for some people it's a new page, but for the majority I feel like it's a whole new book. And je ne sais por qué, pero I said I do not know why, but I think I said that right. Either way, so let's move forward. Let's see. Hidden factors you're unaware of. Sweetness. Okay, that makes a little bit of sense. It's like initially off the bat, it's like even though this is tough and you're feeling maybe weak and you're feeling like and even with comfort, it's like since this is I even easily think of the fact that like if real plants had gotten splattered by paint, they would be splattered by like toxins to them, because it's not like this. It's like paint's not from the ground, so it's almost I don't know. It's like it could feel uncomfortable. It couldn't. It really depends, honestly. There's not much coming from that. Just how it shows up in your life. It could show up in 3 different ways with the way that dot does come in, or those plants come in. Looks like a pitchfork now. Like to me, pitchforks always give Shrek. So, and Shrek is what, a beast? He's a monster, an ogre. So it could show up as an ogre, like a beast of a thing in your life. If I just think more about Shrek, it could just show up as something that is misunderstood. The obstacle of feeling weak, maybe, I don't know. Taking form, this journey, how it shaped you. I don't know, there's a lot in that. We'll move forward because Sarah will probably tell us a little bit more. But sweetness is a hidden factor you're unaware of. I said this makes sense, but maybe you really are unaware of it because the bird does have his eyes closed. And if this strength pillar was wrapped up in order to keep it safe from the paint, it's like you're still being veiled from something. Like you're not able. It's like you're making the choice to not see something, so it's creating it in your reality, you know. And I don't know how to say that. I don't know. It feels like conscious peace, and so it's like you're not letting anything like take you from the peaceful vibration you're in. So in that sense, you're giving up your sight, like spiritually, metaphorically, whatever, whatnot. So you may not see the sweetness coming for you, but it's nice. It's coming in very nice. It's like funny because candy is a solidified, solid object, and so is this pillar. So there's something here about taking form. There's something here about taking the shape of something, which is mutable energy. So all the mutable signs, Gemini once again, um, Sagittarius, right? Gemini, Sagittarius, okay, and then Pisces and Virgo. First two I couldn't remember, but I know Pisces and Virgo for sure. Um, Sweetness, another factor you're not aware of. You could be unaware of how good this is going to make you feel. Also, at the same time, you could be unaware of how solid this is going to make you. And, I don't know. You may also think that because what you see growing right now is affected by the journey and how it's showing up in your life right there, you may think that that even this lollipop might turn out with all those dots and blemishes and all those paint splatters. And if someone got a lollipop with paint splatters on them, they might still eat it, but that's kind of gross. I even think about the fact that like in my old brain, I'd be like, oh, you can just maybe lick it or wash it down, and then you'll get to another layer, which is true. But like, then you just got a watery lollipop, and I don't know. It's just not the same. Nevertheless, to say that I just feel like you may not see that this is going to be a really nice, sweet energy for you. Sweet. If I think of sweet, it's like I don't know. It just feels better to the senses. It's um. I mean, I could read from the book, but I don't want to. I'll just read quickly so I can find it. It's not giving me much right now. Where the hell is it? This is a card. This is a signal to savor the sweet moment. The signal. That's all I needed. Because I was looking at this, I was like, this looks like a fucking like fast food station sign. So maybe a hit factor you're not aware of. Maybe there are signs you're not seeing of how good this is, or just signs, a signal to make someone aware of something. But this is something that you're not aware of. That's weird. That's weird that it's coming in like that. And remember them when things get rough. The small things in life are often the sweetest, but they easily go unnoticed. Okay, so there was more. Sweetness is always there if you look for it. So they easily go unnoticed. So I don't know. Something about this is very like in itself. Like this is a hidden factor you're unaware of, right? But at the same time, it's like this. It's you're unaware of it for a reason because it's like it's smaller. It's more hidden. You more so have to look for it, and with that, if I was saying this gives purple energy too, it's like you have to use that faith the way that the bird has his eyes closed. You still have to put in the work. It's like spirit needs the combination of both, in a sense. Um, yeah. It's like spirit needs a combination of both because it's like yeah, I'm thinking pink more is my energy of like no pain, no gain, because pink is like is also unconditional love, motherly love, um, uh, but then I had to think of the balance of that. That's like pain, childbirth, like that. There's a reason for the love being unconditional because the shit fucking hurts. So it's almost like there's no pain, no gain. It's a beautiful love, but treacherous pain at the same time. So a factor you're unaware of possibly is that maybe because you've gone through so much pain, you don't see that the gain is coming in. Because you've gone through so much pain, it's just hard to see that. And even with pink and purple going together, for sure, it's like purple's a darker color in the spectrum, and pink. It's almost like it's. It's funny because they do it to me in these cards, literally next up. But it's almost like, because if pink and purple are next to each other, it's almost like if purple were splat down and you're like, oh, I can't see through it. And so it's almost like, oh, pink looks lighter, let me just throw it on top. So you could maybe do that. And you throw it on top and it just makes it like a purpley pink, or pinky purple. Or it's still purple, but it's just a little bit more pink. So like, it doesn't make it brighter, you just change the color. What I mean with that, what I'm saying with that is just like, it feels like that purple and pink next to each other, like, why is my brain saying it's like spirit's not giving me much to work with? But not even that. It's just like, uh, yeah, right. It's like they want you to try your best because they want you to be the most solid that you can be. They want you to stand on your own the way this is standing on its own. This is almost giving me that song. Oh, not that song. But it's just a goofier song. It's a Rodeo by Nas, a Little Nas X, where he says, if I take you everywhere, then you wouldn't know how to walk. If I spoke on your behalf, then you wouldn't know how to talk. If I gave you everything, then everything is what I bought. So it's basically saying like, you gotta put in the work to put it to be like, to like be responsible, be able to trust yourself, be able to be there for yourself. But at the same time, once you do that, once you go through that pain, look at the gain. You can then speak on your own self. You can walk on your own behalf, do the things that you need to, with your own mind. I don't know. It's a very sweet energy. It's very solid, I see here for sure. Next up is what can help you grow is the energy. That's the orange. So that's the energy you're not in at all. You're in these reds and pinks and whites. Red and white always gives me shedding, and pink is like that no pain, no gain. So shedding and gaining from that energy, but the pain of shedding. So you're in that, but the universe is saying what can help you grow is my Jimmy Neutron card. So energy's coming through Jimmy Neutron again. So maybe putting in some work, being creative, inventive. The way that this atom, I don't know what the atom represents for Jimmy Neutron, but it's like, yeah, it's like the possibility. It's like this tiny little atom makes up everything else. So it's like, but this tiny atom doesn't start as everything else. So you can look, maybe it's like you can also look around in your environment to like give you life, give you inspiration, because it's like almost like with the red and the pinks, it's like you can't see much, and so the universe wants you to move forward so that you can see. Hold on, yeah, I did say because red and orange. I said that example, but yeah, they want you to move forward so that you can gain more light, gain more clarity. But it's almost like you have to bring that energy to yourself, and that's gonna help you grow. Though it's really gonna help you grow because it's like literally it's like if an atom. And it's funny because Adam and Eve, but I'm not even gonna think about what that correlation could be with this example because that could be 5 more years of speaking. But the way that this atom is right here, it's like I don't know how it works scientifically, but I'm pretty sure like cells know how to do what they do. But I know that, but it's almost like if you were this atom, it's like there is no other force outside of you that's going to make you multiply or make you grow into like a human being, you know. And this is how I feel about religion. I don't want to say whether it's true or not. I'm just using it as an example for illustration. It's like imagine like if evolution, is like the thing, right? So it's like this is not going to just evolve on its own. The universe blessed it with life, but it's not going to continue to like give it more life, continue to grow it. That thing needs to learn how to grow on its own. So I don't know. The energy is here now. It's just like what can help you grow with this energy. If I think of the energy being the letter E, it's a 5. Maybe change, maybe dealing with conflicts rather than gracing over them. Yeah. And if I turn the E again, it's literally like a little pitchfork once again. So it's still giving like maybe learning how to change, protect yourself. Pitchforks are like usually crowds of people who are like going after one thing, ganging up on it to take it out. It's like fear mongering. So it's like with this, it's like learning how to make your own choices, learning how to change, learning how to be you. But this is the first time I've noticed it. But this energy card has this like circle and these two lines going down, so it's like very like a target. And that again, like the pitchfork, they target the thing out of fear. So it's like change. Maybe it's not. Like, maybe don't like not don't change. Change, but more so with the five, change based off of your own beliefs. And I think that's kind of what we are moving around with the religion thing coming up. It's like change based off of your own beliefs, and yeah, that takes a journey of going through them individually on your own, which may feel lonely or cold. But it's gonna make you stronger because you're gonna have your own beliefs. You're gonna have a very clear sight, clear target as to what you believe in, and that'll help you make choices accordingly. And then also at the same time, it's gonna help you stand firm in yourself so that no one else can take that away from you. You know, I don't know, and that's really important. That's really important because with the strength and the mold and the comfort, it's like you're very focused on um, the journey and what it's made you and like the form you take. And with this piece, it's like you're just trying to take flight out of that. And that makes sense for sure. But at the same time, it's also about honoring and loving who you are at the same time because I don't know. I'm seeing two things. I'm seeing one, like this journey would not have been the same without you. There's like the way that the dots are coming back, the way that there's so many dots all around. It's like these people, places, and things would be so totally different without your influence. So totally different. And again with the hidden factor energy, it's like you may not even see that, but like there are things that just would be. I don't know. I just feel like things would be different without you, and like not to discount. You shouldn't discount your influence as an individual. You don't have to be like a celebrity or super rich or super something. You know, you don't have to be anything crazy or anything massive in order to make a difference. It literally just takes one person, you know, to change the whole thing. So it's to recognize that and see that as important because I just feel with the energy here, it's like to protect your own energy, not to let anyone change it, not to let anyone like what's the word? Like move your target, not to let anyone like derail your vision, something like that, you know. Keep your eye on the prize, your eye on the target, because success is beautiful. And I say success is beautiful, but I meant to say success is coming through for you. Anyways, we got Ghost coming through with the major success that comes from this, and that was weird. That's weird. This Ghost card is why I even freaking brought the book out here in the first place. And this book is what started me getting all the other books, so that I can know what the freak is going on in these readings. So, in the same sense, it's like, and this white card does start the reading. So it's like whatever, it's like something that starts something that, then it just grows into something even more beautiful because you started. So Ghost feels very hermit, and I've got the hermit a couple times in different decks. And the letter G, I believe is what, a 7? I can't remember. Or it's an 8. It's a 7. So it's a journey. And if I think of Ghost and Journey, it's like a private hermit, yeah, private journey. And so that's a major success. So it's like the major success is double with this. It's like you are being granted it's like a private journey in order to learn and heal and grow. It may seem distant and colder, but at the same time, that's just so that you can bring in more authentic, warm energy, you know. But at the same time, it's like the success is still like it's funny because like you are the subject with the ghost here, but it spreads out to everyone else at the same time, because it's like, how do I say? I feel like every time I do that when I'm trying to speak a feeling, it's like I'm trying to speak a different language. I'm like, como se dice? Because it's like right there, but I can't freaking get the word. I don't know. They're easy enough, I guess, to say it's butterfly effect. It's that's a success as well. Like it may not be that important to you because you're just trying to take your journey, but you don't realize at the same time it's also helping other people grow too. It's helping other people learn to take their own private journeys, helping other people to gain their own perspectives. Um, why am I saying read between their own lines? That almost feels like people are being too nosy on you, and it's teaching them to how to be nosy on their own lives. That's funny. And probably better off. Be nosy about your own selves. Because when you're nosy about other people, sometimes you don't realize that you didn't put deodorant on. You know why? Because your nose is everywhere else, and not in your own armpits. So, that's a stupid example, but I still stand by it because I love me, and I don't know what to say because I'm still looking at the cards. I'm trying to joke around, and Spirit's trying to give a reading. I can see that clearly. The major success. I think that kind of explains that mostly. Yeah, that you are strengthening yourself internally with that Hermit energy so much because you're making the choice. And that 6, then the G is a 7. So since you made a choice, it moves you on to the journey. So it's like you passed, you made the choice, you were able to stand firm and make your choice. Now a journey comes forth for you. And this journey is going to strengthen you. And that's funny because 8 will come after 7. So strength will come through. We even have it in the reading. But at the same time, butterfly effect is going to change those around you. Not even just those around you, but it's going to change. If I think of people, places, and things, I also think of like time and like different things, different times, different spaces and time. That person 6 years ago, that thing that you're planning for 3 months in the future, whatnot. It's like what am I thinking? Yeah. The butterfly effect also has an effect on that too, where it's like, then it's almost like you can maybe like feel better about things from the past, and also like put yourself on a good set target for where you want in the future, because you're more authentic. Like you always have a past, present, and future, but is it the one that you want? Like, of course we can't go back. That's not what we're talking about more. So it's like the present and the future, where it's like, where you are now, and I don't know where it takes you in your future. I feel like whenever my brain starts feeling like this, it's like because I've run the track in circles. So it's like Spirit's like, move forward. What's at the bottom? Oh yeah, happiness. That's really nice. That's nice. Because yeah, you'll come from the white energy and you go right back into like a reddish orangish. So like it even kicks you off with a good bit of energy, which is nice. Light Seers Tarot, we're going to go ahead and clarify real quick. We got the Chariot at the bottom though. That's cool because the Chariot's number 7, which is where your reading ends off on with that ghost. So it's like you're moving, you're in alignment. The way a Chariot is like a car energy, and that 7 and that, I don't know, coming after the 6, it's like you are in alignment. That's why you're moving forward. That's really cool. Alright, let me see that right there. Alright, so let me go ahead and pull the cards. For peace, the overall energy from the Light Series, why is there peace? The 3 of Cups, what? Okay, there's peace because there's friendship, there's joy, there is hope with those stars I'm seeing. Let's see. Strength, what is the obstacle that you're facing with strength? Why is that here? The Page of Pentacles. Try to see from glare. Page of Pentacles. And look, not only is her eyes closed, holding that pentacle, but they ain't even looking at they ain't even looking at us. They turn all the way around. So there's a major energy of like, just like, and it doesn't even like feel like closing your eyes, because the way these people are, they're like, I'm sorry, was that fluff? The Page of Pentacles is holding on to their pentacle, their opportunity. The 3 of Cups is holding on. They're holding on to each other. The Peace, this bird is holding on to the leaf. It's like they all have something that's important to them, that's of their focus, that has their attention, in a sense, because it's like important, and they're just caring for it in a sense. So they're holding on to it tightly, but they have to let go of their vision. It's funny though, because Ghost is the only one with the eyes open, but with nothing holding on to. And that sounds like the energy of Ghost, like having released, not holding on to something, release yourself to the other plane in a sense. So, I mean, that energy just kind of tracks, but the way that they're closing their eyes, you're definitely doing like a faith and works thing where you're really having to trust in something. And it's like, but like where every obstacle you turn, it's like you're tripping, you're falling. It's like nothing's working out well. It's like, he got me tripping, oh, stumbling, oh. That song is, it definitely, I don't know it fully, but it came through. Okay, moving forward. Comfort. How does this show up in your life with the light seers? Comfort and Eight of Cups. See, I told y'all that comfort did not feel particularly comfortable, but it's okay, because comfort is just a word. It doesn't tell me it's good comfort or bad, not bad comfort, you know what I mean? That just gives me the energy of even like good things can be on like a, like all negative, and all negative still has positive, and even within that positive there's a negative, and within that it just goes on and on. On and on, Amber Mark. I had to do it. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk about that. Sweetness as the hidden factor you're unaware of. Just one card, Spirit, please. You know what? I'm gonna take the one. If I'm being fair, I'll take them both because I really want one of them, but I have to take them both because I can't say one is better than the other. We just talked about that. So I guess with that, then we have both of these coming out. So it's a hidden factor you're unaware of. I think there are multiple hidden factors you're unaware of, or there's just a bigger energy. But you have the Two of Swords and the Six of Wands. I was like, I want the Six of Wands. Y'all, I told you about how I feel about success. But yeah, I guess there's also the energy of like, of being of two minds, Two of Swords, not knowing which way to go. It's both air energy, so it's like literally two ghosts passing through each other. It's almost like two ghosts trying to fight each other. It's like nothing's hitting, because it's all just air in a sense. It's not touching. And right, like if you were to choose an idea, you would touch. It's like if you had two choices. It's like you have to touch one to make a choice. It's like I don't know, passing through it. Maybe even like ignoring choices. I don't know. Even the Six of Wands is still at 6 energy with Gemini, so I don't know. But 6 also is Virgo, so there's Mercury, so it's communication, it's thinking, it's thought processing, it's expressing. Mercury is close to the sun, so I feel the energy of hot, of warmness. So let me just think about that. Hidden factor you're unaware of, I'm just going to move forward, but that's probably, okay, I'll just move forward. The energy, what can help you grow? How can energy help you grow? It's funny, growth is a green card in this deck, so it's just opposite almost of that energy, with it being so reddish. But what can help you grow is the Six of Pentacles with that. That's funny. 6 comes up again, right next to the Six of Wands. So if I think of that real quickly, it's like off of this success that you're getting, with the Six of Wands, whatever this victory is, utilize that as the seeds for what's coming next. Like it's like a crop or field, like when you whatever it is you call it, when you do like I always learned it was like you take a field and it's like divided into 4. It's like a cross, whatever. And so crop circling, maybe it's like you're planting here in section A. Section B is already fully grown. Section C is getting ready for it. It's like you keep one growing while the other one is being planted, so that you're never like, out of resources. That was done first out of necessity, because it was like, damn, if we run out, we're literally dead. But I mean, now it's just smart, because we can buy shit in the store. I'll see what that means soon. It just seems like definitely like yeah. If you want to continue with the victory, just continue to invest it. And if I were to say invested in what, it comes under the energy, which I said was your energy, protecting your energy. Invested in yourself. Physically too, like good food, good sleep, good time and energy, like using your resources wisely, best for you. Let's see. So Ghost, please Spirit, I want to know. This is the major that comes from this. How is Ghost the major success that comes from this? talking about doing what you believe, right? Something like that. The Hierophant comes through. The Eight of Wands at the bottom now, which matches the Eight of Cups. So I don't know, springing forward. This could be an energy of getting into that spring forward of like now coming into the spring energy after winter. If definitely this spread is pretty blue at the beginning and then it warms up towards the end. So it's pretty that feels about right. Not done with winter, but almost to the done part. You're like halfway to the halfway point. And that gives what, 2.5? Not even a full number. Anyways, Eight of Wands at the bottom. At the top of the deck, the Queen of Swords and the Star. That kind of makes sense. That's Aquarius-ish energy. With the and Aquarius and the Hierophant's Taurus, so I'm thinking fixed signs. So something about this energy is fixed. So it's like something about this energy is fixed, right? So it forces you to make the choice. Because like if this energy were mutable, it's like, oh, there's many possibilities. We can make the choice. It can be blah blah. But like the way this is fixed, it's like the universe. It's like either, yeah, mutable is like either one of us can make the choice. It's okay. But fixed energy is like, either I'm gonna make the choice or you're gonna make the choice. I don't know, something like that. Let me just start off quickly with where you're going with this reading, because I have to like keep consciously stop myself from saying 1,000 things, but work in progress. We all are. Overall energy is Three of Cups with the peace. Yeah, feeling peaceful in your connections, feeling like your connections bring you peace. They're walking around in like the nighttime with the I'm walking around in this like purplish bluish background, so it's like the end of the day, blue purple, the nightfall. It's like comfort in a darker time maybe, but also just like having hope in a darker time, having peace in a darker time, and this hope's bringing you peace. These connections are bringing you peace. It's like these people, look how different they are physically, but look at what they're all looking at. They're looking at that white energy, and what is that white energy? That white energy is the peace. So they're all looking for the same thing, no matter how different they are. So it's very nice wherever you are, because it feels, that's why you're connected. That's why you feel the connection, and that's why the connection feels good to you. Because inside out, you want peace. These other energies want peace as well, or they all want that stillness, that comfort. And so, it's not like you want comfort and peace because everyone else around you wants it. You don't want it, in that sense. It's like you wanted it. You ventured out to find it. The way the Three of Wands works, they also ventured out to find it. So it's just very nice coming together to maybe a soul family, a soul group. Overall, maybe this is what's bringing you to like a soul group, a soul family. But the obstacle you're facing is the Page of Pentacles and Strength. Yeah, and I wouldn't say the Page of Pentacles is weak at all. I would never say that, for sure. But I would definitely say that it could feel weaker in a lot of other aspects. It may not feel as mature as the King or Queen. It may not feel like it has the ability to move as freely as the Knights. So it's like maybe not being able, and this is the Strength too. But it's like even still, it's like the way that I describe it, and I feel like the universe would describe it the same way. It's like to the page, it's like you still are a very important energy. So it's like having that weight and responsibility, maybe even being on a pedestal or a pillar, but not having like the resources to back you, not having everything that you want or need to back you. I don't know. Maybe it's just an obstacle you're facing, and yeah, even with the Pentacle, maybe not having the resources to back it, but like. This page is holding on to one pentacle, so it's like you have something. You have your faith, I said that for sure, but you still have something physical. It's like you're still putting in the work, even with the page. It's like step by step. It's like reading a book. It's like turning those pages. It's like you're still putting in the work as you like whatever you can as you can. Even think like reading a book, you can read that in one whole sitting. I know my sister can do that, and I'm amazed, awed, and I love the way she can do that. But most times you read it in sections and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, taking it by section, taking it, just doing what you can while you can. Comfort in the Eight of Cups, how it shows up in your life. Ooh, because this Page of Pentacles, look how she's holding on to that pentacle. And I don't know what she left behind, but it's not a pentacle, but it just resembles that circular So maybe even like a cycle that with strength, maybe you even held on to like a cycle of some sort, and that was the obstacle. And how it shows up in your life now is like whatever cycle this was. It looks like you took whatever that was and you just threw it in the thing, and just let the flames take it. Um, that's a release in a sense. It's like you released it. Um, so how it shows up in your life though, it's like it may show up as disappointment. It may show up as a bit of sadness. But I didn't even notice that. She's walking through the little sunlight. She may not even see it either. Maybe she does. I don't know. She could have her eyes closed like everybody else in this day. That's wild. That I think it's, I don't know, bowl of fire that's on top of water. Which the fire would not be able to survive if that bowl wasn't protecting it. That little thing. The same way that this wouldn't have survived if the paint splattered all over it. The same way this lollipop wouldn't have survived if it hadn't splattered. So something about protection for sure. Because that bowl is protecting the fire from no longer being a fire. It's holding a space for it too. Yeah, maybe you were holding a space for something, right? But now it's just like you literally let it. You let the universe. You release. You let the universe hold the space for it. You're like, I no longer have the funds to expend on holding the space for you. So it was like they literally like, I'm giving up your space and mine. You're good. I'm just gonna let you go to the universe. And the 8, it's like how it shows up in your life. I would just say maybe it shows up like if not ups and downs, it could also show up as something. Maybe shows up like as in a way that you're reflecting, but it could also show up in a way that you're mastering something, or even cleaning something out with that 8 Scorpio energy. Releasing. It makes you feel. For some reason, it makes me feel a bit lighter. So that comfort too. So maybe it shows up in your life where it's like it's making you feel lighter. It's lightening things up. Hidden factors you're unaware of with the 6 of Wands and 2 of Swords. I'm dumb. That makes sense because the 2 of Swords is unaware with the blindfold. And I even think, I don't know which way she's facing, but she's unaware of one side of her because she's giving her attention to one side. That's, I guess, the balance of that. To be fully present, to be fully there for your victory. The 2 of Swords and 6 of Wands. Oh, plain as day. It's saying that you're unaware, and this may be the 6th wand, and that's really what brings it into balance, into harmony. It's like 5 wands. Maybe like when I talk about 5 wands being like building a ladder, like trying to really get the band to really put everything together so that you can make a cohesive instrument, a cohesive thing, tool, sound. It's like the 5 wands, they can't do it, they can't put it together. They might be able to if they had like the common ground, common belief, or something like that. But it's like then that 6th wand comes in, and all of a sudden it's like the key piece to make it victorious somehow, to balance it out. With this, the 2 of Swords and the 6 of Wands, it's like you're not able to see the victory that's here for you. You're not able to see that this wand's coming in. And why would that be? It could be like, I don't know. It could be like if like whatever, like if Spirit's Factory is working on this for you. It's like it hasn't been formed. It hasn't been shaped. It hasn't been molded yet. This victory for you, but at the same time, it's like I mean, 2 of Swords. Well, the 6 of Wands just feels like gain. So I have to imagine the 2 of Swords is pain. But I'm thinking, why would the 2 of Swords be pain? Because the 6 of Wands is obviously the gain, I guess. Or the 6 of Wands, they could interchange. That's the problem with my like versatile energy. I'm like, it could change. The 6 of Wands could be the painful part, whereas like even the way she's standing on that fire, it could be like being put through the fire, through the trials of being what would I say? The trials of standing up for yourself, the trials of being yourself authentically, the pain in that. But I can't even start there because I have to figure out why this is pain. 2 of Swords is pain. They got those strings tied around her. They're like, I don't know. It feels scratchy, itchy. And is she not holding up her armpit? that nosy example I was talking about. It feels painful. Swords are of the mind. They're mental. They can be speaking and talking. But two is, I believe, Taurus, the second house, and that's more of a feminine energy. So it's giving me more of a feminine energy with this. Not being able to see, not being able to like envision things, so that you can't intake information. So you don't know things. You don't have the awareness of them with that blindfold. And so that's painful. Why? Because with less information, with less information, you have to go more off of your heart. You have to use the inner, the feminine, because you don't have information. You don't have like that emperor, that guidebook, that this is how I move here to here. It's like you don't have that information, so you must then follow your heart, follow your footsteps. Literally follow your heart. That's stupid. But literally follow that heart, like it's a night sign, like it's a restaurant. Like if you're looking for McDonald's and all over the horizon you see that big old yellow M and red rectangle, and you're like, yes, McDonald's. I know you guys have done it at least once. Come on, like when you're driving and you see a McDonald's. Come on, it just makes you feel like this, which is exactly what this is gonna make you feel like. Is like when you follow your heart and then you make it to the part that that you perceived but you couldn't see. It's like it's a doubling, because like if you perceived it or if you saw it, like if you mapped McDonald's and then you got there, you're not gonna be like, woo, I found a McDonald's, because you literally knew you were on your way. But this is like, you don't know that you're on your way to victory. It's not like you're heading there intentionally. It's like you're just driving. You're just on a journey, and you come across this victory. But even still, like when you show up, when you pull up on a McDonald's like that, I feel like you have to be hungry at least a little bit. So and you're hungry because you've had time in between eating, right? So it's like there's been time in between like your last like harvest, your last meal. There's been time in between like the last time you've nourished yourself, So this is like because I'm not saying McDonald's is nourishment, but I'm saying that maybe this has just been a while since your last victory within something, and so it's like not just victory, but nourishment within something. So it's like it's almost like spirits testing you harder so that they can bring you more gain. I don't know. It's giving the energy of like getting a fish or a turtle or whatever grows a new pond so that they can continue to grow. But still, like it's not letting them grow to 100 immediately. It's like incremental, something that's incremental but beneficial. I was talking to someone the other day about the incremental detriment that the government and life puts on us, but I'm not talking about detriment today. We're talking about victory and sweetness. Sweet victory? Oh my God, I can't believe I just thought about that. Oh, victory in Jesus, my Savior forever. Oh my God, I can't stand church. The things that make me remember. So what can help you grow with the Six of Pentacles and energy? I said that the greenish energy is here, and it's almost green-blue, and this is red-orange, so they're genuinely still opposite colors. Because this isn't just a green-green, this is a greenish-bluish, if that shows up. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but this is like a reddish-orange, so it's like opposite energies, still moving forward. It's like still being opposed by something, still like, even though you found victory, still being opposed by like the cycle. It seems it's like with the energy starting off at red, it's like you still can't see. There's light, there's color, but it's like you still have to move slowly. It's like, what the fuck, spirit? It's like, I thought I was victorious, and it's like you're in that, and sort of like I said with like those opposite energies, you just accept where you are, and it's like then it takes away, like Two of Swords almost. Maybe they're not able to make a choice because they can't accept one point. They're like stuck in between, trying to like in between red and orange, stuck between blue and green, trying to see but move fast, with green and blue trying to be balanced but also transform. It's like you can't do one. You gotta choose one. Two of Swords says you gotta choose one. In that sense, it's not always the case, but with the energy in this, it's like, yeah, I feel like you do choose one, and that's what helps you feel so balanced in this. Because Six of Pentacles is a card of balance, of course, but it helps you grow as well, and it's natural. The energy here, look at how this one that I definitely said, like, this is, if this one atom wanted to become multiple, it would have to make a choice. Number 6, it would have to make a choice to do that. It's not like a personal thing. It's just that technically, you know, no one's going to open your eyes for you. That's the example. I'm trying to think of a better one that's not stupid, but no one's going to open your eyes for you. You normally open them up when you wake up. No one's going to come and be like, ooh, open your eyes, wakey, wakey. That's weird. They could do that, but that's just weird. And if they did that every day of your life, I'd consider moving planets. I consider that to myself half the time. I don't like half these people. Anyways, I love you guys though. Energy, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, it's literally like this energy then does make a choice, and look what it does. Boom, 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 boom. Evolution. What's the word? Now, if it's not mitosis, it's meiosis or meiosis. I liked science. I paid attention to that. But yeah, it's just multiplying. It's growing. Energy and Six of Pentacles. Okay, right. When you accept the red, when you accept the dark light, it's like if you fight that and you start to move fast, you trip, you fall, you're back to red. Trip, fall, bump over something. You're in the camera room, you're dropping all, because they're in like containers of water or whatever liquid it is, and they're dropping all over the place. You have to start off the project all over again. You move slowly. You take the naturals. You take the right steps first, and then that's how you pick up the speed, then that's how you start moving, and you get into orange, because then you can move forward. It's like if you're in like if you're, these colors sometimes are like stations. They're like little, like an obstacle course even. So it's like if you mess up on this round, you have to start back over. Not literally, but just in this color sense. It's like with energy, trying to get your energy, trying to move yourself along. Just move slower at first, in a sense, to help you grow, and then you'll see that'll propel you to the orange. And look at all the colors you have here now, and it feels very balanced. And then you're able to give and share that information with other people too. Maybe it's like the people who are on your same team, and that energy. I'm thinking of like Big Brother for some reason, but people who are in your same team, and you're like, you've been through the level that they're already on, and you're allowed to be like a cheat sheet, and you're like, hey, do this, blah blah, and then you can give them that help in a sense, because you don't want to see your team suffer, but the major success that comes from this is Ghost in the Hierophant. First thing I saw with this was the 5 of the Hierophant and the 7 of Ghost, because we talked about it a lot, and that makes 12 being the Hanged Man release, which we talked about the Ghost being releasing. That's how he's able to transcend, move forward. But what's the Hierophant release? I noticed that the Hierophant is sitting on the ground. He's releasing the seat. We talked about in the beginning putting yourself in someone else's seat, but this is like he's releasing his seat now. Grounding himself instead, releasing the, what's the seat? I mean, something that L, like, puts you on like a higher ground to, see your desk, your table. That's not bad. What am I thinking? I don't know. I know it's not like important, but a seat, I guess, does technically disconnect you from the ground. So if anything, he's releasing a disconnection from his personal connection. He's no longer disconnected from his truth. He's no longer disconnected from he or she or they are no longer disconnected from their grounding, from their roots, from their foundation. They're no longer disconnected from. It's almost like, you see the stairs back here. These stairs are what brings him, him, her, or them. I'm trying to say that right. These stairs are what bring them to, what they dream of, all they want, all they need, everything that they believe in. But it's so weird. It's almost like, it's like, when you're looking at a computer, but like the screen's tilted and you're sitting on the ground, so like everyone is like, they're colored differently. Or like you can't see the picture quite right because it's like you're looking at a different angle. It's exactly what this Hierophant realized in a sense. It's almost like, in order to see these stairs, it's like whenever he stood up it's like the stairs were gone, disappeared. If he crouched, they were disappeared. It's like he had to like test it, do changes, trial and error, until he like just like, I don't know, released it, sat down, felt happy, started laughing, healed himself a bit, and then he like then it's like that part in the movie where the character's doing something stupid and they come across like a major find, and they're like, oh, whoa, whoa, and it's like, it's like that perfect timing remedy type crap. But it's really, I mean, it's beautiful at the same time, because it's like, sometimes it'll be so frustrating for the character to try to find what they're trying to find, um, and it's done best when the writing is natural. I don't know who's done it best. I can't think of a good example right now, at least. But it's like when I don't know, the characters are just like frustrated with trying to find it and all, and you don't notice it happening, but they kind of just like, something happens, something's thrown in the like in the cogs, and it's like they just like sort of, their attention's redirected, and they sort of like just like either laugh or like just release that frustration in a way, or like it becomes healing instead, and they're not so fixated on trying to find the solution, and that's exactly when they find the solution. Sometimes it's just so nice. It's very nice, and the ghost card is white, and the way that these stairs lead up to that white up there, so it's like, even still, it's funny because you have then all of a sudden your path. This is literally your path to success in this card. It's funny, but your path shows up when you do that. But you're not even making your way downtown or walking fast with faces past and you're homebound. No, you're not even walking up the stairs. You know what I mean? It's like you're still like in that energy of like healing, because it's like, I don't know, not even just unexpected, but with the ghost, I don't know. Because the ghost is in between phases of like life and death, whatever, whatnot. Or I think, or what? Because it's like this one feels like it's in between that. It's in between planes or whatever, whatnot. It's not real, but it is real. It's not alive, but it is alive. That's kind of what this is. It's like the Hierophant is no longer in whatever belief is outside of this picture. We can't even see it, nor can he. All he sees is like the image that he has around him. Doesn't even see where the path leads to. It's just that he knows that he's in a good place with the path showing up for him, and with whatever he didn't want, literally a ghost of his past. So it's, or their past, I should say. So it's really nice. I don't know what that symbol is, but if you know what that is, that could be important. I've seen the Light Series Tarot for like years, and I've seen that symbol, and I've never looked it up. Because how do you look up a symbol? Please, somebody, I'm hearing it again, somebody come get her. No, but somebody tell me, how do you search up a symbol? I will say that this lotus flower at the top does remind me of energy. And the energy was what can help you grow. So what helps you grow becomes a staple of your success. The way that this is like it's like a part of the doorway. It's nice. It's like whatever helps you grow moves with you, continues to move on with you. The way the ghost energy is like here, it continues to move on with you. That energy, whatever that atom was, that small piece. Yes. Okay, it's giving like golden spiral energy, like the way like math shows up in nature, that sort of vibe of it shows up everywhere in nature, and it's mathematical, but it's magical or whatever. It's like this is the atom. This was just the tiny, small. It's like the first line in a drawing, right? Then you draw that drawing, and then that drawing then becomes something you draw. Then you make a comic out of it, and that comic becomes a movie, and that movie becomes like a book series, and that book series becomes like like a children's lunchbox. Like it's like that one small piece, and then like, I don't know. It's like you should with the Hierophant, it's almost like you should honor yourself and be grateful for yourself and thankful that you were able to recognize just how important of an energy this was. Because that lotus flower energy, I don't know why it's giving lotus flower, but it feels very peaceful, very full, like you took a chance on something with that faith, with no sight. And it's like, I don't know. It's not that you did what the universe asked for. It's like, again, the universe, the universe does give us choice, right? So it's like almost, I don't know. It's like a loving relationship. So the universe is like, all right, I'm gonna give you this choice, and it doesn't matter whether or not, because it's like that's not because spirit realizes real love is it's choice, and that's why the lovers is a choice because it's like it's not love if you're not able to make a choice. Like if you're just being forced to do something. Um, and then the Hierophant coming right before the lovers is funny too because you have the Hierophant and then you have the Chariot 5 and 7. Literally the lovers is in between, so the Gemini energy is mad um what's the word, mad saturated here right now. But even the way 5 and Ghost are 5 and 7 anyways. I would say that because the Fool and the Lovers, because love is choice. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like the major success that's coming from this is the fact that you get to make a choice. The fact that you get to make your own choices on this ghost journey, on this more private journey. But with ghosts, it's like it's in between still. So it's like, what would I say with in between? Not in between the sheets. It always gets fucking kinky over here. In between. I'm thinking in between fingernails now. I'm thinking, yeah, that fix mine? In between jobs. In between. It's like I'm hitting all these, but I'm not hitting the one that it was like deeperly feeling subconsciously. In between. Yes. Hold on. Let me think. In between. I guess. I mean, this one doesn't make any sense, but it's like as if like if between were like a city or a state or a place. So it's like you are located in between. So yeah, okay, guess where that is location located. I talked about the Hierophant's location. He's not on the path yet. He's not where he was. So now he's making a choice. He's not moving forward. Nor is he going back. He's making a choice though to sit and be still, which matches the ghost energy being white. So possibly making a choice that that doesn't like make direct sense to the path, but it makes relative sense to the path. Where it's like you are going based off of your feelings. You're going based off of your not even your feelings, but your beliefs too. With the Hierophant, you're making moves based off of you and who you are as an individual. Um, because with 5 going to 10, with the individual going to the whole, it's like people will realize. Maybe they won't realize it maybe immediately, but people will realize that you know we all just sort of reflect each other in a sense. So it's like you taking care of yourself is just only you just asking you making choice for yourself, you with location, you being where you are today, where you're located, where you're going, where you've been. I just feel like it's all just human process, like the way that like, the individual and the whole, it's all, it's like, that's the important part of it is that's an interesting entity. The Hierophant is structures. So like yeah, like building yourself in a way and the way that the sweetness is like the sign of display, and the 6 of Wands is definitely someone on display. So it's like displaying your journey, who you are, displaying the fact that you're on a journey, that you're in between, you're moving through, right? But displaying at the same time that you're you're a human being. You've got pains, pains, illnesses, what the fuck? Pains, ailments, I meant to say. You're going through changes, you're moving around, but also at the same time, you're still, I can't quite hear what the fucking, like, laughter in the back. You're still, also at the same time, with the Hierophant, right, if I said there was a halfway point, it's a halfway point, and the Hierophant's a 5, you're then at the halfway point, so you're still moving along, and you will reach the completion that you want to reach. There is no worry about that. There's no worry about that, because you just need to, like, I say don't just believe in yourself, but at the same time, the faith and works. Put work into yourself. Take action for yourself. Show that show yourself that you value yourself enough to make the choices and take the actions for yourself, and whatever it is. It's cool though, because the Hierophant, the sky is pink behind him, so the pink energy is still here. That's very cool. Yeah. It's cool too, because all these 6s go right back to a 5. So whatever this choice is, it may make you feel super individual, super kind of alone, more half than whole. But then you realize, I don't know, the give and take, the balance in that, it will bring you to a completion. If it's, again, that accepting it instead of pushing it or fighting it. Accepting it, learning what you can from it, and then allowing Spirit to usher you forward to wherever else you've got to move forward to. But I think that's really beautiful, and I hope this helps. This is a beautiful, what did we say this was? The path to success? This is a great path to success, because it literally showed up in your reading, which I think is very freaking cool. But yeah, I hope this helps. Thank you so much for being here. That thing looks like, see, a 6-pack abs on a shirt now. And those always would be like someone who just doesn't take themselves seriously. That's probably why he's laughing. Wouldn't make sense in that difficult energy being a 5, but it's okay. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Notifications, turn those on if you want. Leave a comment if you like. I would like to hear maybe kind of what you're going through. I definitely want to, talk. I guess, and other people might want to talk about it too, commenting on the journey. Other than that, I wish you guys a happy day, a happy night. I'm going to try to post it as soon as possible, because I told y'all I would. But other than that, I'll see you guys. If you're watching this on Saturday, watching this today, I'll see you guys tomorrow in the collective reading. But if you're watching this on another time and date, I can see you in a second. If you want to just click on another video, or I'll see you guys whenever. But thank you so much. And until next time, I'll see you guys. Bye, guys.